pose, every pose pulls us close, eyes locked, no shame. Say it once, say my name. No silence, no fear. Everything you want is here. Tailspin after dark, after dark, after dark. Hearts collide, senses spark. Say it loud, say it hard. Tailspin after dark. Tailspin after dark. After dark. Tailspin after dark. Tailspin. Lights down low, the room gets tight. Your voice sliding through the night. Slow confession, no disguise. Feel it shifting in the vibe. Midnight leaning into skin. Conversation pulling in. Every pause says something more than we've ever said before. Closer, don't pull away. Let the silence say everything we want after dark. Feel it in your heart beat, slow spark moving underneath. No rush, let it take control. We touch, but we don't let go. No filters in the dark. Just who we really are. After dark. On Tailspin. Read between the things we say. Tension doesn't fade away. Hands almost, but not quite there. Electric in the air. No daylight rules apply. No need to justify. We let the moment decide how Let it spin, let it start. Right here in the dark. After dark. On Tailspin. 9 p.m. Lights low. No limits. Tailspin after dark. Stay close.
No matter how much shit this person gives me? Or is it, oh my gosh, they love me so much. I can't leave them. I'm going to have a great future. They're a great provider. They're going to be a great father. And maybe I can just like slide something in on the side. Like, what's the mentality? I honestly want to know. But I'd like to get some guys up here to get their perspective too. Like, I
You
mean,
know, I got my buddy up here, RJ, and he is married, and he actually jumped in one of our after dark spaces before, and yeah, so hopefully he's around because I think him and Ange would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm here. Ange unfortunately is not here, but I am here. I'm
All right,
cur-
that's cool.
I'm currently scraping off Velcro from my floor. I had it for my trains for Christmas. I had to like Velcro the track to the floor. So I'm just sitting here scraping all this like sticky gunk off my floor.
A real man. See, there you go. He knows what he's got to do. He's got chores.
He said sticky gunk in a size space. That we're already getting there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Got to start it off somehow.
If Guy was on stage,
You know what?
like
We've got the perfect meme for
And
this. Hold
actually,
on, go ahead,
Sarah,
Matt.
I think this is like my 4th After Dark Space. I've been, I think, in all of them since you guys started doing them.
I love you, dude. Yeah, you have been ride or die. So is Pizza. I think my buddy Pizza down there has only missed one.
Yeah, there
Pretty
was one.
Ricky.
There was one I missed. There was one I missed, but I tried to. I may have popped into it, but I've been trying to come to these. These are fun.
These are fun. We get goofy. And you know, it's really funny. We had a running joke already earlier this week. I'm gonna find it and put the image up in the nest. It's hilarious.
Welcome, Pretty Ricky, Science Ricky. What's up?
Hey everybody, what's going on?
what do you think, Ricky? You think size matters?
We getting right into it?
Let's just do it. Just like raw, like just
Yes.
cold, like just
Yes, is my
dive
answer.
in.
Yes. In my experience, yes.
Not just the motion in the ocean.
I think it's pretty helpful to have both.
I do too. Yeah.
I think there's no excuse.
Definitely size matters, guys. I'm sorry. Don't let her lie to you.
There's
To an
things
extent,
you can't
But
do
also,
with
if it's
something
like
smaller. There just is. Sorry.
that's true. And I will say, like, I'm not a size queen. I'm not trying to fucking walk funny or anything like that. I'm not trying to get
We're not
stitches. I
we're not
like,
greedy,
There's
yeah.
limits, right?
yeah, like, but I will say that as oh God, okay, I'm gonna say this anyway. Um gosh, okay, now I'm 2 glasses in, I can say this. I prefer not to be run through, if you will, maybe a little on the smaller side,
Destroyed.
but
Oh my god.
yes. I prefer not to be destroyed. So there's been a time or two where I'm just kind of like, you're not coming near me with that fucking thing. I'm sorry, not my like no. I'm not gonna end up in the hospital. Thank you, no thank you. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
fun for who? It's fun for who right now? For who?
Right. Like sorry.
There's ways
Sorry.
to be more, gentle about it too.
Yeah,
Well,
but see, that's not husband material, right? Because I can't live the rest of my life like that, right?
Uh,
So,
right.
so,
I guess that would be an
so
adjustment, yeah.
right? So that's where I'm just kind of like, it's not really about size, per se. It's about like what you do with it, right?
I think
So
it's a good balance. Yeah, the balance is good.
it should be a give and take. It shouldn't just be a dominant, like, I'm just going to destroy you kind of thing, right? It should be a give and take. And so in that from that perspective, it's
You
not
got to
a
move
size.
around. You got to do the
Yeah, it's not a
scoop. You got
size
to,
thing.
you know,
And you,
do the
yeah,
circles, all that.
The circles in the swoop.
my
Circles in the swoop.
my cheeks are so fucking red and they're so on
Dude, this
fire
is a
right now.
very
It's not even
difficult
funny.
conversation. It's hard.
I am laughing. I'm
You
grinning
said
You
so
said it.
hard.
Yeah.
okay, but when it comes to like size too, there's so many different shapes and sizes it can come in. You can talk about girth, length, skinny. You know what I mean? So like,
You said come in.
yeah, I got to keep it spicy for the Tailspin After Dark Space.
Yo, that's the name of Guy Space.
My friend
Pretty
had
close. It's paint face.
my friend had a partner, and she like went a certain direction and he went a certain direction, and it was like a match made in heaven. It was perfect. Like he bent to the left and she like
Yes.
bent and went up to the left too.
You
And
got to get
or
the
like
right rhythm there. Yeah. Once
That
you
was
link
pretty
up and you
cool.
get the rhythm. Yep.
This is true. Most women have a certain, I guess like angle. And so like if the guy is too straight, like you know,
Okay, so here
You mean
here lies my problem
straight?
is that what so
sometimes
what
you need that little curve.
so what
Going way
does
to the side has been successful for me.
So what does one do when they're kind of on the morality fence and they're just kind of like they don't really care about body counts, but then again they kind of do because it's kind of like, do I really want to just kind of like put myself out there for anybody and everybody just in the pursuit of finding what works for me, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So you
So
do want
so
to know or you don't want to know?
well, I would like to know. Well,
I mean,
hypothetically
you want to know
speak,
if it's more than 0, yeah.
yeah. Well,
It's basically
It
hypothetically,
is.
this. You want to know if they have more than you. That's all that matters. Do you have the higher
Circumstances
body
and
count?
age, and there's a
Do you
lot
have
of
a
things that go into that.
bigger body count than me? Is your body count number bigger than mine? That's when you want to know,
no,
I
no, no,
think.
no, 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 no. It's not a body count thing per se. It's a personal thing for me. It's like I don't do casual encounters, right? And so if I'm dating someone and I get to the point where we're doing this and then it doesn't work out, well then I have to start all over and there's the dilemma. It's kind of like what am I going to go through to find that, right? And what if I do happen to nail that person or yeah, well, pun intended, nail that person that gets it right, but then they're not husband material, then what do I do?
You see, well, that's where it makes it tough for the women because it's like now you're increasing your body count. You're doing is trying to find the right man, but they just happen not to be the right man. It just that I never really thought of it that way. That's a predicament right there.
Oh, they get us in the same predicament. Push.
Yeah, same thing with the guys.
Yeah, push up bras and
True,
fajas and
true.
all of that,
The
right?
yoga
Yeah, we're not
pants,
all perfect at choosing winners,
But
right?
Miss,
the belly shapers that they got nowadays.
Everyone has at least one X.
Missy wants to get right from the beginning. She wants to say, "Open your mouth. Let me check your teeth." Okay, drop your shorts. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Okay, we have a winner here. Now we can go to dinner. So you want to just get that all out of the way instead of wasting time.
Well, guys send a lot of like peen pics nowadays. You know what I mean? Like the D pics. I mean,
Sometimes
honestly, like not
unsolicited.
really. Like sometimes they do, but like sometimes they don't. Like it's funny when people are like, "Do you want me to send one?" It's like, bro, what? I think that is actually appropriate. That is probably the way to go about it.
But
I
I
just
feel I
I
think
feel
think
people
like a
like
never
picture
their
never
never
send
does
one
it
if
real
it's
life.
justice.
false. If you go by
We
that,
all
you're
know
good.
that the picture never does it justice. No matter what you take
Some
a
people
picture
have
of,
great
it just
angles.
Sometimes
never captures it the right way.
yeah, you get a
It's
little
I
like
help.
it's
like
like
it to
me
be a
sending a pic. It's
surprise.
like, "Hey, check out my piercing," right?
Oh, sweet Lord. So you're saying that your junk isn't photographic? You know what? I have that problem. I don't think my junk is photographic at all.
Uh,
What if they put a filter on it?
What?
Sometimes that doesn't even help. It's just like,
They have what do they have
Put
softening
some effort
pictures?
into it
They
though,
have
you know.
It's
You
got like
softening
should
fake
filters.
eyelashes and
keep it
like
like
a
partially
freaking puppy
clothed and
dog
all that.
ears and shit.
Yeah, last time I tried it, they put sunglasses on it.
so
no, you didn't. Oh
so
my God.
so me and my wife have a gay friend, and he says that you have to, when you edit the photo, you go to the crop section and you have to angle the photo and then it makes it look larger. He said that's like a secret. So he said it's very deceiving when he gets those images because they do this angle thing that he was saying with the cropping.
I'll be right back.
That's amazing. That's some skill, dude. And also sometimes like the angles, like you know that they're giving themselves a Charlie horse with their like foot in their sink or something.
They haven't
Isn't that isn't
stretched.
that
They
Oh
haven't
my
stretched
God.
in months, and
but
they throw their foot
but
up on the sink and cramp up.
They're
Just trying to get the
trying
right
so
but
hard.
angle.
That's
Just
nice.
trying to get the
That's
right angle.
effort. That's good
but
effort.
honestly, can't we say that women do the same thing every day with makeup and push-up bras? I
Absolutely.
mean, it's false advertisement because when the clothes
Wait, we're
come
still
off,
wearing bras?
oh,
No
I
Oh,
way.
stopped
Yeah,
wearing
shit.
my
those,
Coming
post
in
Kiki.
my
hot.
wife
pandemic.
stopped wearing those a while ago.
Oh,
If
yes.
a push-up bra is like kind of like a guy walking around with a cucumber in his jeans. Then you take off the pants. She's like, "What the hell happened here? This ain't false advertisement."
False
or
Yo,
those
advertisement.
imagine,
what
Math, if they would make briefs with padded junk.
I was about to say that molded underwear for the yeah,
But
yep.
see, that's what I don't understand is we can do all of these tricks and everything else, but once you get into the bedroom, all that comes off. And I understand that you're pretty committed at that point, and most people are going to be like, ah, well, you got me, but whatever. But I mean, you got to come
This
to the
is why
window
I
eventually.
You know it's a
You
this is
know,
why I
problem when she goes to
advocate
take her clothes off and
beach
tells you to turn the
states.
lights off.
What?
That's
No, we
Actually,
don't
some
do
terrible.
that
people are
all the
just
time.
Oh, come
modest.
on now.
Some people are just modest.
Exactly.
Like I personally don't wear bikinis to go swimming just because I don't feel like doing that. So I don't know. Some people are just like that. But say like you get the one and done, that's over with, right? And everything was great. And then 3 weeks later, you're starting to wonder, like, yeah, everything, yeah, the sex is great, right? They're physically appealing, you're attracted to them, but they're a fucking douchebag or they're such a bitch to everybody else around you, or they're like starting to show signs of being like materialistic, or you're just starting to see
Next.
like you're starting to see future
Next.
problems, right? But for women, there's a stigma on that. So what is it that we're doing? Like, are we checking
Maybe
boxes? Are we
invest
going
more
on
time
intuition?
into getting to know people.
Right,
I would say
before,
that for
yeah,
both
before you do the
sides, of
deed.
course.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But we're in a time where there's things like, I mean, there's so many dating apps, and it's kind of like it's assumed or implied or expected that it's kind of like speed dating. And in speed dating, when somebody's picking you up and taking you out and you're having drinks and whatever, you're just like, all right, we're going to see how this works. And no, like, no. So can we just get back to like old school stuff? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like,
courtship.
yes.
There needs
Yes.
to be
Chase me.
courtship.
Fucking chase
Yes.
me. Chase
Dude, I
me. And then
agree.
pounce.
I think we should be slowing down. I think we should be like building the tension and the passion.
That sexual tension, you got to have
Right. You
that sexual
can talk
tension.
about stuff for a while and build it before you do anything.
But see, that does
Sometimes
bring
that's
up
even
the
better.
point. It does bring up the point of you
I mean,
investing
I
all of
think it
this time.
depends. Like it's on a case by case basis because with me, it's like with some partners, um,
Sorry. I fat fingered the mute, Kiki.
Finger.
all good. No, what I was
It
saying
was
was
technically
that
my cat, actually.
what I was saying was that
So you
I
sat
think
on
it's
it.
a case by case basis where with some partners it's taken longer to establish the relationship, whereas others like we just clicked right away. Like
No, no, don't tell me you love me on day 2. Please, no.
I don't know about love, but I might fuck you the second date.
Yo, Sarah Beth, I can't believe we're in the middle of this conversation and you blame your kitty for the mute. Are you taking a selfie?
No, it was no, shut up. Oh my gosh. It was legitimately my
Oh my
cat.
God. You keep saying my cat.
Because oh my god. Yeah, stop it.
Ooh, calm
My
that thing
daughter
down.
came
Daughter.
up and she was holding our black cat. His name is Bex, and she started, Mommy,
My God,
here,
this is
take the
getting
cat.
worse. It's getting worse. Stop.
Okay.
So did we decide on a size already? I kind of hopped in kind of
Did we
late.
Well,
decide?
What is the
what's
appropriate
the
What
size?
average
size are we
size?
ordering for this
What's
meal?
the average size? What is the average size?
It depends on who you're asking.
Well, exactly. That's
I
Because
why
think
I'm
like
it's
it's like
asking,
if
100%
because
they
true.
you look it up, there's so many like deceiving things. And then also, what about cut and uncut? Is that a thing? Is that
Okay,
gonna
well, let me say
Yep.
this. Let me say this.
sheathed and
Let me
unsheathed.
can can
Sorry.
Did
hold
we
on.
pull the
Let
panel?
hold on. Let me just say this. Personally, I have never climaxed from intercourse. Okay? It's always been some kind of external stimulation. So, does size really matter in that case? I don't think it's size.
Well, in your case, it would just be how much love that man gives you on just worshiping the way you are and just figuring out your body and the way you operate.
Yeah, my picker's broken. I'll admit
Oh, that
that.
was sweet.
But I can recommend a great back massager. It's like a all-in-one tool.
Lovely. Okay, so based on a comprehensive study,
That's what they call me
guys,
too.
guys, here we go. I got the facts. Based on a comprehensive study, the average erect penis length is approximately 5.1 to 5.5 inches, while the average flaccid length is about 3.6. So there you
That's
go.
literally all you need because like the G spot's only like 2 to 3 inches in and up and stuff. Like listen, like this is the thing. Like I really feel like I'm not advocating for the little guys. No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding. I totally am though. Like I
What
just like
about
because
the little
anybody
guy?
that's
Come
like,
on.
hey, she's about to like, but so no, like I really feel like there's not really any like my organs are up there, right? The stuff that
Yeah, you need those.
the stuff I want tended to is down lower, right? So like there's not really much of a need as long as like, and there's like 16 points of action on a female. It's wild. So there's a like the shape actually is pretty cool because if it's wider, that hits like more points of contact than something that would be longer and everything. So that's a kind of cool, nerdy little fact there.
Go ahead, girl. Don't be shy. I see a thumbs up.
And
Yeah.
wieners. No. But yeah, so
Yeah, what
Yeah.
about their
So
mouth, right?
so
Sometimes it's not even about what's down there in the junk. Sometimes their mouth does all the work.
Kiki had
Oh
her
my
hand up.
God. Okay. Yep.
yeah, wanted to add, because I do advocate for the little guy as well. Um, it's also taking into consideration girth. I don't know if it's been mentioned, but like for example, one of my exes was 4 inches, 4.5 inches, right? And on the smaller side, but he was a little more girthier. And like with everything, it's like you just gotta accommodate things. So it's more less big hops and more bunny hops with that one.
listen,
Well, there you go.
the tuna can could pop off. Let me tell you. I don't know. Is it called
Oh my
a
God.
Coke can? But like if it's shorter, if it's like super short, they say like yeah. Anyways, I grew up with like a million foster brothers and stuff, so heard a lot of words.
Well, just so you guys know, the average girth is 4.6 centimeters.
I don't even know what that like. What do we compare that to here?
Yeah, we
Yeah, you just said centimeters. I don't do centimeters.
go by inch.
I,
Oh, sorry. 4.6 inches. Sorry. It's
No.
11.66
That seems like a
centimeters.
lot, but I don't know. I don't know.
Is that like a thumb or
It's
pinky finger?
no, it's
It's
the
average,
circumference. So
average erect girth.
so what you do, you get a string, you measure 4 inches long, and then you do a circle.
I
That's
think
how you
it's a
measure.
Red Bull. I think
You
it's a
don't you
Red
don't
Bull
See,
do
thing.
but where do you measure from? So like where
yo.
everyone's going to compensate for longer or girthier. So like you know,
Yeah.
Taint to tip?
Yeah, but I wanted to come up here and kind of defend myself. When girl said about the mouth, it's because she doesn't want to do anything. And
Uh-oh.
Is it still going
sorry,
on?
I had kids running. Yo, when girl said it's about the mouth, it's because it hurts less.
Oh, so he's saying he's too big.
No, like sometimes it's not just what's going in, the positions, there's a lot of positions that you could position them into, and there's no cramps. Yo, I've never heard anyone complain, yo, I'm cramping because your head is down there.
Yeah, no, somebody
What the fuck?
definitely like hit me the one time with their like nose, tooth, chin or something. It was like they like pow, and it really was like intense. Just saying, it does happen. Injuries do occur.
Guy, you
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, especially if you're larger and your partner suffers from ovarian cysts.
That's true. And I feel very, very sorry. And I am for any women who suffer from a shallow vagina. That just would suck.
It does suck. I'll tell you right now, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, oh. Wow.
That's why I said I'm not a size queen, because that shit fucking hurts.
Say more.
That's probably why I have not been able to enjoy sex, because I either shy away from it, or it's too much and I say stop, or yeah, it's that kind of thing. So it fucking hurts.
Have you
It
ever been with
does.
a fat guy? There.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
seriously. For every 10 pounds, you gain an inch, is what I've heard.
Well,
So,
like there's like a
Like an inch in your
cliff.
belly.
Yeah,
No,
no.
it's 35 pounds. It's 35 pounds.
No, I've had people tell me, they're like, "Oh no, you just need to be stretched out." I'm like, "I've had fucking children. What the fuck are you talking about?" You know?
Yeah, no, it's serious and it's real and it can really cause a lot of problems in relationships.
100%.
Yeah,
your cervix is just too low.
yeah, I'm the same. I'm also not a size queen. Like my happy, I guess happy range or sweet spot is 5 to like 6.5 is probably like the biggest I can
Okay,
comfortably take
twin.
with any position. I can do a little bigger, but then it's like it fucking hurts. Like, so
And I'm not into pain.
yeah, and I mean for that, they
Not
have
even a
like
little?
they have what do you call them? Like
No.
penis bumper toys that you can kind of use as like a little bit of a cushion, but
Wait, what?
penis, I think they're called like penis bumper toys. It's like something that the guy puts on that kind of like
Like
If I
it's
go
like a
shopping for
cushion.
sex
like a
toys,
fucking
Kiki, you're the friend I
like a
want to
a
cock
take me.
ring or
strap-on?
something.
Yeah,
It
it's like
doesn't
it's like
work.
No.
thicker, so like it makes it so like it goes on. It's like a jelly situation, silicone
Yeah,
Oh,
it
so
situation,
doesn't work.
and
It
it pulls
doesn't
like the
work.
pube hair off. So then he's just like screeching at you, like it's
mm,
weird. It's
No, it
Ooh,
Or
doesn't
art.
work
I would take
because
art with me to the sex
it
store.
would be so
it doesn't work
fun.
because it flattens out and it's yeah, it's not great.
So it's like a freaking donut?
Yes. It's like a donut.
Math,
Do you
think
like
about it
your
like
donut
this.
glazed?
Think about it like this. Yo, you have your, I don't know, whatever your longest finger is, your middle finger, and you put a ring on it, and it has another little finger on top of it.
So I got two fingers?
Go on.
So whenever
I'll try to look for one.
your finger touches or inserts the little finger that's over like by your knuckle, touches other things. Yo, I don't know how I know this.
What are you talking about, dude?
Girl, where you at?
Come back to Earth, please.
Okay. My friend just sent this to me. It's called an O nut.
Of course.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
find
it's that
A
yourself
one.
shallow buffer. Here, okay.
if you find yourself with a girlfriend that's asking you to have one of those or wife or whatever, you're doomed.
Okay, I want to
What do you mean you're
kind of
doomed?
The
You're
relationship
doomed.
is over. It's just
I actually have
I want to disagree. That just means if you can't keep up with your partner, you're doomed. Yo, find someone your
so
level.
so that brings it back to where we started. Like, is sex the determining factor? Is the satisfaction in sex the determining factor between wife or husband material?
I think it depends on I guess your love language. Like for someone like me who physical affection is very important. It would probably be, a deal breaker for me. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily that we have to fuck every day, but I do need, s- some level of affection, whether it's a hug, a kiss, a smack on the ass. Like I want to be desired. Because at least for me, and this could also be maybe the Latina in me. Like I'm very prideful about my appearance. Like I like looking good for my man. So I like feeling wanted, and I like that my man desires me,
well,
and hopefully it's the same.
I never knew it was a problem until after we got divorced almost 8 years later. And then we kept making up and breaking up. So like yeah, I think that communication's a big thing too. So uh yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay, so guys, Does size matter?
Wait 1 second.
Let's
It
flip this
does.
up
What
a
the
little
fuck
bit.
has his hands up?
Okay, so on that note, obviously, I think like the majority of my experience, like there's a lot of indications that, oh my gosh, like so much bigger, right? So a lot of praise, but a lot of times when I was younger, there was 3 incidents where I knew the female because they were friends of friends, and I know that she's, had 2, 3, like I'm like 18 at the time, 2, 3 partners. But then I drive home that night. I'm like, I'm so confused. She must be a virgin because it didn't work. And it's not like, oh, not getting wet or anything. But it's like they want it, but then there's problems at the same time. I guess a kind of addition, I wanted to ask, that hasn't happened to me since I was in my mid 20s. And like I said, none of these females were virgins. But as you get older, I'm assuming as you have more partners, this never occurs anymore because you begin to get stretched out, right? Any females on the page or in the group, can they say
You don't get
like
stressed out.
they
I
have?
can tell you I've had 3 children. I am narrow and shallow. So
It's a
no,
muscle.
shit.
Yeah, I can tell you I've been with moms of 3 or 4, and it's you can't tell the difference sometimes.
Have you ever had a guy have
Bitter
to leave
Kegels.
because
I don't
he
No,
know.
couldn't
I
My
have
get
wife,
I
in?
my
have
wife
let
had 3 C-sections, so
I have turned people down. I broke up with a person because it was too much. I can't do it. No, no. I'm not gonna go get stitches every time we have sex.
Yeah, and so like, why aren't we teaching people about these kinds of problems at much younger ages before they just go out and turn themselves out or whatever? I mean, it's
because we have porn
so
and
much.
dudes get addicted to porn, and then they have this like weird false like what word to use, like they have like they just
Conception.
yes, they just have a weird like conception of like what it's actually about. It's like it's all fake. It's not like that. Like you can make it like that as a fantasy. You can like role play that way, but that's just not what it is. I mean, sex is sacred. That's like your intimacy. That's like your sacred time with your partner.
Go ahead, guy. Guy, you got
Give
your
me a
hand up.
second. I got my kids that walked in here. I just wanted to say, let me walk out of here. Um, just trying to say, yo, honestly, and this is, I don't know if I speak for every man, every guy. Guys don't want sex. Guys don't want, I'm gonna say it one more time.
False.
Guys don't want sex. Guys
Who
need
the
it.
fuck is this guy?
Okay, listen, guys don't want it. Guys need it. Yo, in a relationship, a lot of the times when they start off, we hear the women just yap, 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 talk, and we just listen. Yo, in one ear, out the other, because we need it at the end. We know we're gonna get rewarded. We just listen to them yap. Um,
This is retarded.
so that's just what I gotta say. And I told my mother-in-law, yo, sex is like the number one thing in a relationship, especially girls, women, they use it so much to punish us. You ain't gonna get some if you're not behaving right type shit. And if you're a
Well,
guy and if that's never happened to you, I think you're lying.
I just wish there was
I'm
somebody
a
to tell
man.
me,
That's never happened
hey,
to me.
I just wish there was somebody to tell me, hey, this is going to be a problem. So here are some of the signs if you know it's a problem, so that you'll know that it's a problem and then move on, right? Because I'm going to be able to tell my sons that because they're going to have the same problem, right?
There should definitely be open dialogue about it. And yes, we need to have those kinds of talks with our children as they get older and to that age, like, boys and girls, like, hey, if you at mothers, like my 15-year-old feels so comfortable talking to me about this you know, this topic, which is really weird, and I don't know why, but he feels more comfortable talking to me than his dad. So I feel like it's my responsibility to give him the female's perspective so he knows what to look for, so he's not it's basically it's my job not to raise an asshole, you know? Raise him to spot the signs of, hey, she might be uncomfortable, or hey, like, because it's important, and I believe that that's going to set him up to be successful in his relationships in life. And right now it's kind of it's unfortunate that generations like that we're living in right now, like people our age, they weren't raised that way, and so guys don't know how to spot when a girl might be tensing up and pulling away because it's uncomfortable, and guys don't know how to spot that, and girls don't know how to communicate that because we weren't taught that it's okay to communicate that. So communication, I believe, is key, and we need to break the cycle, basically. But yeah, it's a problem, and not, a girl's body count doesn't determine the size, of her vagina. It doesn't, that's not the fucking case. She's not worn out, people are all built different. So anyway.
I think
That kind of goes to my question for, I guess, the guys of the panel, um, related to the, how do I phrase this? Like, women and how tall they are versus how the size, or I guess the tunnel size. Like, do you notice any correlation with, being with a taller woman and the meow meow tunnel being longer, shorter, or it's a free for all? Just
It's
curious.
usually more a thing of skinny versus bigger, if anything.
I'm almost 5'7", and I am narrow and shallow.
Damn, I'm 5'9". I guess I'm right, like average, regular. I don't definitely
I
not
think I've
shallow.
dated like 4'11" to 6'1", so I don't know. Never thought of
How,
it that way.
how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Damn, Sarah, you're tall. I didn't. You're 5'9".
Yes, 5'9 3/4", actually,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
pretty
mostly
tall.
leg. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty proportionate, actually.
Yeah, Angie's super short. She's like 5'4" on a good day. I'm 6'2". I'm almost 6'3", so I'm like a giant next to her.
And we know Kiki
I've
is
noticed
shorty.
that.
Yeah, I'm
I've
five
noticed
one.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes really tall guys and really short girls are a thing. And I
Yeah,
imagine that's fun.
it
I
is
imagine
fun.
that's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
I always wondered about that because my sister, she's like 5 foot, and she always dates these super tall guys, and I always imagine like this super tall scarecrow with like this little short squatty body thing, and it was always so weird to me. But
So a funny thing, when it comes to dating guys, like, I'm 5'1". I really don't care about height because it's like, okay, how am I going to be picky about something, a guy can't control, you know? And it's like, I'm 5'1". What the hell am I going to do with all those extra tall inches, anyways? Like, the inches that I care about are elsewhere. But for some odd reason, um, my past partners have, tend to be tall dudes, and I don't know what it is about. They see my little munchkin
they
ass,
like
and like,
spinners.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. I guess they kind of just like throwing me around or something, and it's, I like climbing
That's
trees,
exactly what it
so
is.
I also
Yeah.
like to body slam into like the tall structure though. So like in on the flip side, like there's it's also fun that way too.
I mean,
Not gonna lie, thinking about a jungle gym to crawl all over and up and down is nice. But
I,
typically I choose people shorter than me. I don't know why.
I know.
honestly,
I've never let height be a deal breaker. I've definitely dated dudes that were shorter.
yeah, I would say probably some of my best sex has been with guys my height. Like, I had one dude who was literally an inch taller than me, and the hip alignment was just fucking divino, just divine, like, and it drove me crazy.
I think you just hit on something.
Yeah, and no, it was bad, girl. It was bad. I was like, I was driving an hour away to get fucked by this dude. But
I
yeah.
and Goose all excited because he's like 6'3", and you're talking about climbing a tree, and I know he's sitting there behind his PFP with a big smile on his face, just being quiet.
No, but Kiki hit on something, the hip alignment, because I distinctly recall the one person that I think was my like my what do they call it? Twin flame or whatever? The one that died. We were not matched in height. He was like 6'3" and I'm almost 5'7". And I remember I was trying to like do my thing. Like I felt comfortable to like try and move around to like what I felt was good. And he stopped and he looked at me and he's like, "What are you doing?" And that just like that traumatized me to this day. I'm still afraid to like do what I want to do to make myself feel good during those things because of that moment. Like that moment stuck with me because it was uncomfortable for him, but it was like it was comfortable for me because I was like trying to like get into like my thing and it was like, "What are you doing?" And so, yeah, like
He's
I
like, it
think
don't
that
work that way, baby.
right.
I feel
It
like
was
when there's such a height difference, you do have to find. So, like me being a taller man and my wife being shorter, there's definitely been a lot of practice of getting the right angle and getting the right position going here. Okay, because of
You mean
that height difference.
you
No,
can't just like bend her over and grab her by the
no,
hips
no,
and
no,
like
no. I
no?
gotta, I
Okay.
gotta put myself in
no,
very
he'd have to
uncomfortable.
squat down on his knees for that.
Exactly. I have to put myself in some very uncomfortable positions
It's
for
like a
her to be very
Chihuahua and a
comfortable,
Great
which
Dane.
is fine. I don't mind doing that because I love her, So, like, I will put myself in
You
uncomfortable
guys
A
are
positions for the
seriously
Chihuahua
the
and
time
a
cute.
being.
Great Dane.
They are the cutest couple on Twitter. I
but
swear to
you know
God.
but you have to have that connection, you have to talk about it, like, or else it's not going to work. And earlier somebody was saying, like, oh yeah, like the men only need it because a woman yaps and you deal with her yapping. That's such bullshit. That's not your
Well,
woman then, because that's not what a relationship is.
when you're 6'3" in the shower, it's just a leg workout.
Oh yeah, dude, all the way. For the
Ki-
girl too, though, you know?
I
I
mean,
have to
okay, so
I have to plug this. I have to plug this real quick. Ladies, if you're listening and you have issues with the whole like getting there thing, please, please, please look into that taboo piercing. Please. I promise you, you will not regret it. Just make sure that you get someone that does a freehand instead of someone who uses clamps. But yes, the adornment down under is definitely something. It it's an investment. It's like 2 seconds of pain, but then you have like unicorn orgasms for the rest of your life. Like just fucking do it.
Okay, that right there just sold me a unicorn
Which one is that?
orgasm.
Is that the one that's like right
What?
on the hood?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the VCH, the vertical
because I know i
clitoral
know i
hood.
know there's like
Man, I
multiple
wish I had a
ones that
clit
you
now.
can get down there, right?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god,
what
it's
know,
state
right?
do
fucking
I
you
would
live
fucking
in, Miss
never,
A?
I would
let me
never,
You just
but
sold
a
me on a clit.
unicorn orgasm.
oh my gosh, no, because I mean they're not, I mean sometimes they're duds. You're like, what the fuck was that? And then like you have to like wait or whatever. But no, they're all fucking unicorns. And ladies, if you cross your legs under the desk that you sit at and you squeeze your thighs, you can do this shit at work and nobody will ever even know. Like it's the best fucking thing. I love it.
I
It's
know now.
actually like it's kind of like helped keep me celibate for the last like 10 years.
10, 10
Yep.
years.
Yep.
What? Yeah, what?
That's a topic
Yep.
right there.
Well, damn, I was just fixing to chime in and say, where do you live?
Nope.
Nope.
so I was gonna add for the ladies, I think probably another maybe a more practical advice if you don't want to go the piercing route is know how to make yourself come. Like, don't be shy and like masturbate. Because if you don't know how to make yourself come, how are you gonna, how do you expect someone else to help you
But
out
Kiki,
there? Like,
that's what I was trying to do. And he stopped and looked at me. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then I just
What?
went back to being limp.
Bad
You
picker.
just say you're trying to play DJ.
No, yeah, no. Well, no, I was
trying
moving my
to have a
hips at that
beat.
point. I wasn't playing DJ. Playing DJ was like accepted, but like trying to like move my hips, like he stopped and he's like, "What are you doing?" And it like traumatized me to like even participating at that point. I was like, "All right, never mind. I'll just fucking just lay here."
What do you guys mean by playing DJ? Like actually like playing DJ, or is this like a term I don't
Yeah, no,
understand?
exactly. No,
It's a
I
masturbation term.
Look in the baby
Oh,
bros.
okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, makes sense now. Makes sense now. I get it.
Miss A, I
I
think
was
you
like,
should do well.
DJ. I've never heard that one before.
Miss A would probably do well with like dating somebody that's like a little like submissive or like a like switchy type of
No, no,
personality.
no, no, no. I want to be pursued. I want
No,
to
for sure. I don't
be
mean like submissive as in like a bitch. Like I mean like somebody who would be okay with sitting back and allowing you to guide them versus like you only in that like bedroom sense. You know what I mean? Everything outside of the bedroom is not for men to be
I get what you're saying.
submissive.
Somebody that just spends their time like
Figuring her out.
appreciating her body and like
Yeah.
figuring her out and like spending their time like really like enjoying to like make her happy in that way.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
be right back.
absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty
I'm just
common.
kidding.
I think that's pretty common with women, and not and you know, one being afraid of things like that, right? And of what their man thinks. And dead fish is one of those syndromes that is quite telling. You know, hindsight's 2020.
I was just going to say a couple pillows under your hips does wonders.
Oh, well, they make all
That's
sorts of
true.
different types of wedges and furniture and shit. They got all sorts of shit out there.
How did people
Just get you a
survive?
swing.
How did people fucking survive marriages before all of these inventions? I mean, come on.
Moo-moos?
Really?
Moo-moos?
Well, because they never
And
knew
no
about
air
it. They
conditioning.
never experienced that euphoria and like that pleasure. So I guess it didn't really matter to them. I guess once you expose yourself to it, it's
I
just kind
mean,
of like
no.
My
you
phone is
can't go
Hold
without it.
on. Hold on, RJ, because if you think about it, back in the day, they were having like 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 fucking kids. Now
True,
there's
true.
fucking Tinder, Grinder, like all this other bullshit that people are doing, and we're having like 1 to 2 kids in relationships. Outside of relationships, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's like back then they were having so many kids. So was it, I mean, what were they doing?
It was
Did they
just
know
out of
about the pillow
necessity.
trick? Did they know about the pillow trick? Did they know about the wedges? Did they know about
Go back.
the
Yeah.
tickle on this or whatever?
I don't
No,
think
they
they
I
cared
I
about
think
that.
they didn't have as many distractions as we have nowadays. So maybe they were just fucking more often,
I think they
Men
just cared
were
and
more
more
about
also
Just
dominant.
probably
the
fucking.
had
the
more time.
necessity
You
of
know, they
having
didn't
kids, you know, to
no
work the field.
no internet to watch and waste hours and hours on internet. They actually had time to spend with each other.
fresher
Men were just
foods.
more dominant, like that period. That's it. I mean, and women did what they wanted to do, which was to be mothers and raise families.
That's
It's
true.
2 different things now.
I
I
mean,
feel like
I think it was like 5 minutes of macaroni
really. I
sounds,
feel
and that
like a
was
lot
it.
of men are beta right now. There's not really strong men out there.
well, I mean, you don't think that fathers were actually teaching their sons better back then?
Were the fa
100%. They were dominant. Therefore, they had control over their family, and they were teaching their kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that is one of the
older and
big things
father.
we're lacking in society right now is fathers teaching their sons.
I
we
agree.
could say that we have a problem with mothers teaching their daughters as well. Because I see a bunch of little girls running around because I have a 15-year-old son, and I see a bunch of little girls running around, and what I'm trying to do right now is to keep my son from chasing those little girls because I'm like, "No, no, don't chase that.
I
Keep
would
keep."
say it's also the rise in toxic masculinity and toxic femininity that's created hatred, you know, among the sexes. Like we see each other as enemies versus seeing each other as like a complementary.
Yeah, the
But Tinder
competition
is
is
so
weird.
horrible.
Yeah, Tinder's weird. The competition, because like I think
I've
like
met
with
good people on
women
Tinder.
going into the workforce and then trying to climb corporate ladders and stuff, and then mix that with the ageism, because in the positions of power, like higher positions of power, it's all like boomers still. They're not passing the torches down or anything. So like the younger men, the Gen X's and like the Keeping Up with the Joneses, those generations, and now the millennial men, they're not able to climb in positions of power where like they would be able to provide for families in the way that their forefathers were able to previously. And then the women are seeing that, and like there's like the huge psyop between the 80s and 90s of a like strong independent woman, blah 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 blah, don't need no man, get welfare, do the divorce, alimony, yada yada, and like all that crazy shit. So like the amount of college that like degrees that were had by women, that they're not even utilizing them now and everything, but it was all just a plan, you know what I mean? But so now we're here, right? And I think like, yeah, anybody who like, if you have a son, it's terrifying. Like it's terrifying. Like what are they going to be grown like, what is there? Because the
It is
gen
terrifying.
there's like freaking on like there's like a 10 to 30% of the generation Z's are female. The female Gen Z's are only fans people, and that's just
The
only
the
fans.
highest the highest growing suicide rate is boys age 11 to 14.
That's terrible. That's terrible. There, like
That is
the
terrible.
boy crisis is so freaking real. Like it's something that's like it's, I don't know. It's messed up how they're ruining so many generations and stuff like that. But
Something I wanted to add related to that is the whole Me Too movement. I think some of the more, I guess, extreme, cancel culture elements of it has created a culture where men are afraid to pursue women, in a natural environment because of the fear of, any type of reprisal. Whereas in the past, it was something, normal, like, hey, yeah, you go pick up chicks at the bar or, wherever. And now it's like, let me not do that because, maybe she won't respond, the way that I would expect her to respond. So
She
there's
might
more of
record
a
you.
hesitation. Yeah,
She might record you and post you on social media,
exactly.
and then those girls will go to the bar and be
and
like,
then
"Oh my
call you
god,
a
nobody's
creep.
buying us a drink or anything like that. Nobody's coming up to talk to us." But it's like, dude, freaking sexual harassment panda is your best friend, you motherfucker. Like, what you expect? It's crazy, craziness.
Oh,
It's true about the young boys. Like my son, I asked him like even when he was just 15, I'm like, why don't you have a girlfriend? He's like, yo, dad, all they want to do is have sex, and then they tell everyone they had sex with you, and you go in their on their list, and then they share it with everyone else. I'm like, yo, ain't no way. He's like, yeah. Um, they just want to have sex, and then they break up with you, and then they share all the information with their friends, put you on a list. And I'm like, oh, that's completely different than when I was younger. But yeah, it's definitely different, especially for the boys, I think.
Yeah, I skipped high school, so
And I have and the same thing. My daughter said they're either gay. I said, why don't you have a boyfriend? And she's like, they're either gay or they're dorky and are on the computer all the time playing video games. So you're right. There is like a battle between the sexes, which is really scary. They don't like,
well, it's like a
which is really
pendulum, and it's like correcting. I think all this
Yeah.
battle is part of the correction, right? And it's getting us actually talking about it instead of not talking about it like we have for so long. So I think ultimately it leads to something good, right? Because we're able to sit here and have a conversation about this, right? And it's all good.
Like we've seen both sides of the spectrum now, and can just kind of like pick, what direction we want to go, and hopefully, it's some kind of consensus. I don't know how you reach a consensus, but like, what does America look like in 10 years from now? Maybe these kind of conversations that, it's kind of rare to have this conversation we're having now, but I'm hoping that other people are at least thinking about it if they're not like openly talking about it. Like I think back to when I was in high school, right? You guys, if I don't know how old the average person here is, but I was graduated in 2003. And granted, I lived out in the country, but we would have parties every week, right? And so we were in a social time back in the early 2000s, very social. And every high school has their cliques, and I know it's a rare phenomenon, but like my class, we didn't have cliques, and the classes ahead of us that had just graduated didn't have cliques either, and the parties were really big. So at least 2 nights a week and weekend, I'm talking 300 people plus. We're just gathering with 300 people, and there's always going to be the bad seeds, and there's going to be a couple of fights. But in general, these were social gatherings where we were just living it up and living the high life and having a good time and meeting a lot of people and having the best time of our life. And fast forward to now, which is almost 26 years later, right? 23 years later. I spoke to some of the new kids we had just onboarded to our company who were just graduated high school. I'm like, hey, what's going on back in town? You guys still having parties? We used to have pretty big parties. And they said, no, we actually, we don't have any parties at our school. And I'm like, what? Like, how are you meeting girls? What do you, it's like, oh, just typically we meet online and I'm like, wow, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was like some of the last generation. Like I graduated in 09 and we were still like going out, having parties, like you were saying, like, I feel like I was one of the last generations to like, we got internet like towards the end of high school. I feel like that kind of just ruined that whole social thing.
Yeah, I was
I wonder
01.
if it was like the sorry.
Yeah, I was 2001, and so we partied like it was 1999. It was.
Yo. So I was 15, I think, at my Millennium Party, and dude, I mean, this is for another space. Mav, hold a space on what was your Millennium Party like some night? Oh my God, we had so many stories.
That would be a good one. That would be a good space topic
That
for
would be a
sure.
good one.
Yo, I graduated high school in 92.
99.
Oh,
Oh,
shut
wow.
up.
State Palace Theater in New Orleans at a rave. It was great.
Shit, hell yeah.
I graduated in 2006. Yeah.
So we're all kind of around the same age, except for Mav.
I
But it's always good to have.
1994.
I was 2000.
I was
You
born
graduated
90, but like
94? Miss A, you graduated 94?
I should have graduated in 94.
Oh, you naughty girl.
I ended up getting my GED later. Yeah. So I have a 32-year-old son, I have a 15-year-old son, and I have a 7-year-old daughter. So,
So it
so
hasn't
I'm
been 10 years.
experienced.
It hasn't been 10 years.
No, she's 8. My daughter's 8. Did I say 7? I'm sorry.
You did.
Yeah.
My daughter
No,
just
she's
turned
8.
8 as
She's
well.
8.
That's funny.
She's 8, and I have not been on a date or done anything since the day she was conceived. So almost 10.
Yeah, round up. You got to round up.
It's still a lot of years.
It is. but I actively avoid and
All you ladies pop
I
your
like
pussy
to say
like
that I
this.
am single and unavailable, because people are like, I don't see a ring on your hand. I'm like, I'm single. Oh yes, give me your number. I'm unavailable. But you're single. I'm unavailable. Sorry.
So
Leave alone.
see, you're adding to this whole like
It don't
thing
stop,
where
don't
we
miss,
don't want to
just
ask
do it.
girls out, right? Because you're just shooting
No,
us
no, no, no.
down.
Well, I have a young daughter. I have a young daughter, so I don't want to bring temporary people around my daughter. I don't want to have crazies knowing where I live. I don't want drama. I don't want all of
Miss
that.
A, that's
I don't want
awesome.
to expose
But how do we
her
know
to
that before we
dangers.
approach you?
That's
Yeah, you don't.
you know
You don't. But whenever I say I'm single and unavailable, accept it.
Well,
You
yeah,
should
It's not
I
a you.
won't.
recognize
It's
it.
not a you thing. It's a me thing.
I won't date somebody with a daughter.
and that's like the thing too. Like the kids grow such a quick attachment to somebody that like that's like like you're doing the right thing in the way of like raising your daughter. Because if she sees you bringing men around all the time, obviously she's going to grow up to do the same. She's going to think it's normal.
My mom was married 5 times. Like, I had so many uncles that I don't even know that they're not even around. So, yeah, I mean, break the cycle.
I will say that I'm 37, so when it comes to, and I'm also single, and when it comes to dating, with age, I've kind of become more lenient with the type of partners that I pick, just because I have to also be realistic. The men my age, or a little bit younger, a little bit older, they've been through life, so it's likely they've been divorced, they have their own kids. So I'm open to men that have kids, but I do pay attention to certain things, like what is their relationship with their previous, with their baby mama. Because if it's something that's really like messy, then I'd rather not get involved with someone who can't, fix that relationship.
100%. I have a great relationship with my kids' dads. I mean, we switch weekends all the time. Like, we can speak. I speak to their significant others. I can go in their houses. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't speak badly or I don't speak poorly about them. And I mean, it's a great relationship. And I think that's how it should be, because kids shouldn't grow up, you know, being tainted or having a tainted, perception of their parents because their parents aren't together anymore. That's not how it should be. So,
Well, you're the exception to the rule, really, because like 60% of allegations in family court are false. Like that's the real statistic. 60%.
and you're right. And I work on, funny enough, that's my job. I work in family courts. So I see all the pleadings that come in. I see CPS cases. I see divorce cases. I see everything. And I quality check all of the orders that are given out and the petitions and the motions and the notices and all of this. I see everything that comes in, every exhibit, every pleading. I see it, and
Yeah, and then
it's horrific.
yeah, and then you see, what I've seen from the clerks is them rolling their eyes as the judge is bamming somebody, and they're like, "This bitch is lying," and they know it. Like the clerks know it, but it's like the judge is just, I don't know if he's just sitting there listening to all these cases and he's so bored
I
out of
can
his
tell you
mind.
this right now in Texas, there's something happening. There's something coming downstream. There's something happening because I'm on a special project where I am pulling every summary judgment, every motion for a summary judgment, every response to a summary judgment. Something's coming down. So I believe that something's happening.
Yeah,
There's changes coming.
the judges know what they've been doing, and it's all for Title 40 funding. I'm telling you, it's been a fucking racket from the beginning. They are incentivized to do bad because they get more money, the more conflict they create, and these judges know it. One of my judges, he would say it, and I heard him say it so many times until I finally realized he was being sarcastic. And he would say, "Let's finish this before they turn 18." And he was just being a sarcastic fucking asshole. And I didn't realize it. I thought he was being serious at first, but then when I heard him say it again to other people, multiple times, I'm like, this guy's just being a sarcastic fucking asshole. And I mean, I think that this is like the really point that is destroying America, in pitting everybody against it, men versus against women. And it's destroyed my family. And I mean, Kiki says she doesn't want to get in all that drama, and I get that. But holy shit, I'm getting rolled over by the steamroller. I
That's
just
why I
I
refuse to marry. That's why
I
I refuse to
finally
marry. I'm like, fuck all that bullshit.
I finally got to talk to my sons after over 2.5 years this week, and they want to talk to me. They tell me they love me. They tell me they miss me, but they're being gate kept even still. And but it's looking like things are finally turning in my favor, and the lies are finally getting unraveled. But 2.5 years I don't get back, and it's terrible.
As soon as
That's
President
tough,
Trump
man.
got
I have
back
a
into office,
coworker that's going
our
through a
southern
similar thing,
border
and he's got 3 kids,
was
and like
was
he's
secure,
such a great father.
and
He
that's
tries so
exactly what
hard,
we
and
have been
it's like
looking
his
for.
wife,
I
his
know that there
ex-wife,
was a
just
few
keeps him
other
away from
members
him. Like
who
she
were
does
looking to
everything
get
in her
on.
power to keep them away from him and make
Eric
it so
Burleson,
hard for
if
him to
there's
see them.
something more that you have to
I think
say
that's also
while we
another
wait for
problem
some of them,
with these kids
a
these
couple of
days.
them
You
had
know,
things that
the
that
mom's
have
weak,
come up. So go
single,
ahead, Eric.
overwhelmed, and the
Yeah,
father's
I kind of want to
missing.
give some context to what I said earlier. Like being a former
Yeah.
state senator,
Yo,
the way that a
guys,
filibuster
I have
is
to run
supposed
this
to work, and
space. I
this
got
is
to
how
jump into another
dysfunctional
space
the U.S.
because I'm going to run
the
a space
federal
tomorrow
U.S. Senate has
This
with
was
become.
money paying.
The
fun. We
way
went
our
way over,
founding
didn't
fathers
we?
originally decided
No,
that it should
not that
Just a
operate,
much.
little
But I just
bit.
got to jump.
and the way that it works in
Just a
every
little
Who's
state
bit.
going to
in
hold
this
a
Got me for
part
country
like
two?
4 or
is
5
that the
hours
Are we going to
straight.
do
Senate,
a
That was
part
nothing.
two?
the majority will
I don't
bring
know.
forward the
Pete, Pizza
bills,
Yo,
said
and
Pizza
then
said he
the
was going to have a
minority
space.
or
Not sure what
people
the
that
topic's going to be, but I'm sure
do
it's
I don't
going to be a
don't
know.
want
spicy
to
free
vote for
for
a bill or
all.
don't
I
like a
may, I
bill,
may
they will
not. We'll
stand on
see.
the floor and they
I
will
can
talk.
If
hold a
anyone else
space.
has one, I'll
And
join.
Black's got a room.
I
there's a
can
reason for
I
that.
can
It's a
open one
process
because
that is
I'm going to be
painful
painting for the next
for a
couple of
reason.
hours and
It's
stuff.
physically
If you
That would be
want.
and
nice. It's
There
been a
we
mentally
while
go.
since it's
Perfect.
been
painful.
probably over
And
a
it's
year since I held a
painful
space. Not
for
ready.
a
If
good
I'm not
result.
sure if
So
I'm
what
ready to stay
happens
up all
is
night though.
You
the
trying to come sit with
majority,
me?
If
while the
you
minority
open, if
member
you
is
open,
talking,
send me the
the
space.
majority has to be
Okay,
on
definitely. I'll do
standby
that.
and be ready for a roll call vote. And when I was a
thank you,
state senator,
Wait,
everybody for
hold
joining,
on,
and we were
Mav.
in a
guys.
Hold on, Mav. I
filibuster,
just wanted to
it wasn't
recognize
fun
Peanut. He popped
because
up and
I would
we didn't get
often
to say
be
hi
in
to
my
Peanut. I got to
office
say hi to
with a
Baby Love
suit
over
on,
there.
with my shoes on, ready to
That's
run
true. Love
upstairs
connection that was made
and
on our
attend for
love
a roll call
connection on
vote.
a Friday
And when you're
night.
sitting there at
Next
1 and
one will
2 in the
be
morning
April
or
8th,
3 in the
and
morning,
we already
it's
have
not exactly the
one
best
bachelor and
thing.
one bachelorette.
But
We need
this
two
is
more bachelorettes.
our
So if you know
federal
anyone,
Senate has jettisoned
that
this
would be
practice.
Friday, April
They've
8th.
they've
I think it's the
jettisoned it
8th.
because
I
they're
mean, I might even be
lazy.
wrong on a date. Don't quote me
They've
on a
gotten
date,
rid
but
of it
Mav, count
because
me in for
they
the
can
next
now
one.
hide
exactly the
under
best.
the vote.
Who's
So
that? Who's
Peanut!
that?
what
Peanut.
what they're doing
Peanut, you already
because
won.
when a
No, I
He wants
know,
to
but
filibuster is
win
like,
occurring, you know
bring
again.
me
He
exactly
wants to
where
back.
win
all the
Bring me back
senators
at
again.
some
are.
point.
Peanut
There's
won the
no
big
hiding.
prize, but
Um,
there was
but
kind of
instead,
Mav
She's
age
unavailable.
this
difference.
Senate over the last
Mav.
few decades has
Mav's a
operated in
believer that
in a
Oh,
fashion in which they
the
don't
age gap doesn't
want to
matter.
But
physically
that was a
force people to
big
have to
age
be
gap,
here late.
Mav. I have
They
a
don't want to
son
have to
It
be
older than
here
him.
was.
My
for
son is
long
older than
weekends.
him. Come on,
They
baby.
don't want to actually work.
Oh, no,
And
yeah.
that's why we have a bunch
Miss
can't
of
A,
fight love.
I love you.
octogenarians
She's
who
You're
are one
great.
step
single,
away
but
from a
she's
nursing
unavailable,
home
guys. Come
Yep.
on.
that
Just
are
We
that are
learned that
respect.
tonight.
Don't be
easily
Yep.
knocking on
able
that
to
door.
occupy that
But if he
job
was just a few
over
years
there.
older,
But
just
the
a
problem
couple.
is
I don't
that
know. You
they're
just got to
able
be
to
older than
enjoy
32.
the perks of being a
You
senator
just
All
think
all
how
the
cute.
way into
Let me get in
you
some
have to
years
be
real
older
quick.
than the age
the
of
nursing
Christ when he
home.
died. Sorry.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
You
Rome
could
is
Thanks,
call him
burning.
Mav.
Peanut.
Meanwhile, the United
Call
States
him
is not
Peanut
safe.
while you're
Meanwhile,
holding him. Oh,
we
you'd
have
be like my
serious
little
problems. We
Peanut.
have $38 trillion in debt. We don't have
All right,
anybody
I'm
over there
in.
who's willing to fight
Peanut
to
won.
do the
I
right
chose
thing.
Peanut
But
over
if
the
they
other
actually did
contestants.
physically
However,
have to be in the room
you
and
know,
Peanut
actually
got game.
sustain talking
but
filibusters, what
after
will
Everybody
after
happen
the
makes
is you
sense.
will
fact,
have both sides come together
Saxophone.
and
I
you
mean,
will
how do you
see
get more
something
romantic than
pass.
Peanut there?
It
Come
may not
on,
be
I'm gonna
exactly the
break out
best
the
bill, but
saxophone.
that's the way the
yeah,
process works
musicians
in a
do it
normal in
better.
any
But I
other
asked him how
environment of
old he
any other
was,
senate.
and
And so I
All I
sorry,
can
again,
hear is
Lori, thank you
the
for the opportunity
the
to do
Kenny G
this.
in my head
You're a
right
great
now.
Oh,
communicator,
I'm ready to go.
it's an
hey,
honor to
musicians
serve
have
with
that
you.
finger movement. I don't know.
Thank you
I'm
so much,
down for
Eric. And
it. Let's
I
fucking
agree with
go.
Bass
everything that you
players
said
and
there,
Yep.
and the other
drummers.
members who have
I
spoke. I
have
think
a
this has been
serious
a
Guitarist,
successful space that we're
guitarist.
having here
Woo,
on
Yeah,
X.
fuck.
Just a
I
great
dated a
way to be
guitar
able to
player
hop
once.
on
That
and
was fun.
inform folks.
And he was
Mm.
super tall. He was
Obviously,
actually way taller
just
than me. He
the
was like
shameful act
6'2".
of our
Hold on.
Senate
We have a
majority
break
advancing
before
a
the next
bill to
space,
defund the
right?
I
police
have
and
a
leave thousands of
I
agents
have the link
unpaid
in the
after
comment
the
section
American
for the
people
space
handed
coming up
us
and everything.
the majority. They handed us the House, the Senate,
Just
the
give me a
White
few
House, the
minutes.
trifecta
Post it
specifically
up
to
top.
Send the
secure the
link.
border.
Send the link. We'll see you
Voters,
later.
they
Bye, Mav.
delivered a
Good
Bye,
night.
historic
Peanut.
event.
See ya, man.
They wanted us to stop the invasion, enforce our laws. They wanted us to put America first. And instead of honoring that trust, Senate leadership chose to push legislation that guts funding for law enforcement, fails to pay essential personnel, and leaves our border wide open. And this is a profound betrayal of the clear will of the American people. It absolutely disgusts me. You know,
all you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. my pussy and my crack. First you gotta put your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the crack back to the front. Then you suck it all till I shake and come, nigga. Make sure I keep bustin' nuts, nigga, all over your face and stuff. Slow head, show me so much love. The best head comes from a thug. The dick good, thick, big and long. Slow fucking to the crack of dawn. On the edge, making faces and stuff. Through the night, making so much love. Dead sleep when the sun